Hi there, welcome to Gong Show Garage. Today we're going to do a video on the EGO Snowblower. And here's the two snowblowers here. This is the EGO Snowblower. I'm sorry it's covered in snow. This thing's been working its ass off all day. About 4 of my neighbors have already used it. So if you look at our other videos, you will see it in some of our other videos. And this is what they call, I guess it's an electric shovel. And what the similarities are is this one's got a spatula. The blades are spatulas. And as you can see, it's rubber, so when it hits, it scrapes it up. This one has it as well. Now this is a 110 volt system, and every time you add an extension cord, you've got to run a heavy cord on it, because if you run a 16 gauge cord on it, you lose a lot of performance. Now with the EGO Snowblower, it comes in a couple different models. Now this one here I bought because I'm on a budget. I got this as a tool only, which was the dumb way to buy it. When you buy it complete, it takes 2 batteries. You can run it on one, which I have. You can run any of the combination of batteries. We'll show you that in a second. But this is a 56 volt unit, and it's a DC, and it's got a brushless motor in it, so it's very efficient. And I've actually used 2 of my smallest batteries, did my whole driveway, the whole street in front of my house, and the neighbor's driveway, and came back and saw enough battery power to do both driveways. So we'll come back inside here and I'll show you the battery chargers. So here in Canada, you can buy the EGO Snowblower for about 800 bucks, and it comes with the 2 5-amp batteries. I bought it as a tool only, which was the dumb way to do it, because these batteries are very pricey. They're very well worth it because they can take a lot of abuse. This is the 7.5. This came in my electric EGO lawnmower, and I did the bad thing with this battery. I left it in my backyard in my EGO mower in the cold, which is an absolute no-no. I thought the battery was destroyed. I put it on my heat register inside the house, left it for an hour, came down, put it on the battery charger, and I've done like 6 battery cycles through it. It seems to be fine, so it goes to a testament to how durable these batteries are. So what we're going to run in the snowblower is a 7.5 and a 5 amp, the 2 batteries. But you can run any combinations. I can run a 2 amp or 2.5 and the 7.5, or the 5 amp and this, or any combination of them. That's one thing I do like about EGO, and they will pull down the batteries at the same rate. So if you have the weed eater or the blower or any of the other tools, you can utilize your batteries. But I'm being pretty well honest with you here. These 2 batteries, 2 of them together, was just a dumb test that I did. Did my driveway, the neighbor's driveway, and the sidewalk in front of both of ours. And the newer battery, which is kind of cool, this is the one I actually did use, came back and 3 of the 5 lights were still lit. So quite apparently it didn't take that much power out of them. Mind you, the snow was light in the beginning, so that could be part of the issue too. But anyway, we're going to get to showing you the snowblower in operation, and if we can, we'll maybe show you a gas one down the street and the differences on them. The reason I like the EGO one, it's got a spatula style system in it, whereas the other ones have an auger, and the auger goes through the center and blows up through the top. So the auger ones, because they've got a steel blade, they don't want to get close to the pavement. They want to get really close but not touching it, whereas the spatula seems to hit the pavement. So when I did my driveway, I noticed I was right down to the concrete, whereas my neighbors still had a little thin layer of snow. So I don't know if they have their snowblowers not adjusted. The other big reason I like the EGO one is it folds up like a suitcase. I should actually fold it up. Hopefully I'll remember to do that in the video. It does fold up quite small. Now the nice thing about that is I put that in my shed and I forget about it for 8 months or 9 months or 10 months of the year. I don't have to worry about it. There's no maintenance, there's no gas to deal with, no nothing. When it snows, I got a disability, so I just got a friend to carry it out to the front yard for me. And I drop 2 batteries in it and away I go. So I can actually push it with my cane and it goes that well. Now it is not self-propelled like some of the gas ones, but I find the gas ones, even being self-propelled, are really hard to handle. So this one, actually, when I first started playing with it today, it says it'll shoot 35 feet. Yeah, I'd have to testify to that, because that fence over there, when I was doing the sidewalk, I was just short of the fence when I was going through the snow. So the deeper the snow, it'll blow further up to a certain point. Of course, if you overload the auger, then you have a problem. Some of the mistakes that I made is I kept dragging it in between each time I'd use it. And what was happening is it would warm up, and then when I first take it back out, what would happen is the inside of it would be warm, and then the first snow I put through it would kind of stick to it. So what now I do is I just leave it out in the cold, and I just drop the batteries in and I go again. So in a minute I'm going to show you the other member that we like to use with it. Now I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I mooched this off my neighbor again. We did a couple of videos on it. This is my neighbor's blower. So this thing works great with the blower because if you got nice light snow, you can come out your front door and just blow it off and you're fine. If you get a heavy snowfall like this, you can use this to blow the snow off your vehicles onto the surface around the vehicle, and then just take your snowblower and then blow it off. So I think this is a great tool. And sometimes they do a promo where you get a snowblower or the blower free with a snowblower, depending on what option or what time of the year. But anyway, we're going to throw a battery on here. We're going to blow off the Magnum. It's been sitting for a while. That's the 4th time today that I've actually cleaned off the Magnum and done my driveway. We had quite a bit of snowfall here. As you can see on the left-hand side here, this is how much snow we've had. And it's packing down a bit, but like I said, I've got a disability issue and I have a hard time maneuvering around. But as long as I come out when it's only about an inch or so deep, I can walk right behind it and clean up like no problem. So we're going to get busy and showing you the blower, and we'll start filming it. This is our buddy Dylan. He's a good neighbor of ours. Me and him have been helping each other out. So he's showing the old way of doing it. I'm showing him the new way.
The old way. See what you got, buddy.
So as you can see, we hit down to the last stage on it. So what we did is we did the Magnum, my daughter's car, and half of that truck, because it wasn't bad when it came in, so you just quickly went around it. On one 2.5 amp battery, we did all that. So like we were saying earlier in the videos, the problem with the gas ones is you have to maintain the gas ones. Most people leave them over the winter with gas in them and it buggers up the carburetor. With the ethanol and the fuel now, it causes all kinds of problems. Take this out of your backyard, hit the green button, pull the trigger, and as you can see, I can move the auger just simply, so I can do it on the fly. Sorry about the phone. Alright, so now I'm going to walk past the Magnum, and I'll show you how easy it is to work. I can move my auger as I'm going, and I'll go right close to the side of my car. Now when I get to the other vehicle, I can turn the auger to try to spray it onto that. So now I'll show you what it does in light stuff. I'm going to go down the street. We have got very little on it. So as you can see, I'll probably start close to the car. I'll turn my auger this way. And with one hand I can pull it. Now the more snow you have, the further it's going to throw, so when we get into the deeper snow, you'll see it throw further. This is my neighbor's driveway. I'm going to do a quick pass up it. This is very steep, so I'll show you that I can actually do this with this mower. Now it's not self-propelled, but it's easy enough to maneuver. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to the thick stuff and you'll see how far it throws. And I'm going to be careful of Jan's van because she doesn't know what I'm doing this time.
Oh, no, she does.
Hello, neighbor! Just going to go around your van. How's Judy doing? Not too bad. I'm just trying to make sure you guys can get in and out just in case something happens. So I'm going to come up and do a pass and then come back around the van. I was trying to keep your driveway clear all day, but yeah, it really did. Okay, dear. I'll start going again. Now it's going to come behind me and I'll do a quick pass down the right channel. And the nice thing is you can turn it off, and as you can hear, it is not that loud. So now I'll go back to the deep snow. I'm going to actually shoot it in front of the snowblower. Okay, ready? An idea of how much you can go through. One thing I really want to quickly talk about is because I didn't buy the batteries with my unit, I had the charger from my self-propelled mower. This one here, as you can see on the back, it's a 550 watt charger. Any of the EGO products that you buy that comes with a 5 or 7.5 amp battery automatically comes with the rapid charger. As you can see, it's got hooks, you can mount it on your wall, it's very versatile. So this one's 550 watts. So to recharge this battery, I don't think I've had it take more than 35 to 40 minutes, but I haven't taken it right down to dead. But I think at full discharge, I think it's about 45 minutes to an hour tops to charge it. This is the smaller 210 watt. Oh, sorry, I'll turn it upside right so you can see it. So right there you can see it's 210 watts. So this is what you get when you buy the smaller batteries, like the 2 amp and the 2.5 amp batteries. This charger will charge even this big monster battery, and this monster charger will even charge a small battery. So it's very, very versatile. But because I only got the one supercharger, I'm using my smaller charger, which just takes a little bit longer. But what I'm finding is I take both of these off the snowblower, I drop them in. By the time this one is charged, about within 5 minutes after that, this one's charged. So it is a little bit slower because it's a 5 amp and it's on a smaller charger, and this one here is a 7.5 on the bigger charger. So they seem to work well with each other. I'm kind of Mickey Mousing things here because, like, as you can see, I've got a ton of batteries. I panicked when we had the snowfall, so I borrowed one of the 2.5s off of one of our friends. On our street, we probably have 4 or 5 people with different EGO products, so I could literally probably fill this bench with a whole bunch of these smaller batteries. So that's what I just want to talk about with the batteries real quick. So in final summary, I'd like to say that yes, this is a great unit. It's very dependable, it's very reliable, and I've let about 5 or 6 different people operate it, and they found it easy to work with. It's all in the rhythm of, you know, knowing where to throw the snow for the first little bit and stuff like that, but bang for buck, I think it's a great unit, and the reason I really like it is I will fold this up as soon as 4 days from now when it starts raining. This will go back in my shed, and I probably won't see it again until next year, and I never have to worry about it. And those batteries I will use in my other equipment, so I'd like to just say thank you very much for watching Gong Show Garage, and I hope you have yourself a great day.